Hi, in this video I want to have another look at the new season map event. Want to have a look a bit more at the quests and also correct one thing that I figured out yesterday. So yesterday I thought that during the whole event the healing would be for free. Unfortunately that is not the case. There have already been some changes. Don't know how it was here yesterday, maybe it was to 0% and I didn't bother looking, or it wasn't here yet. So currently you pay 5% of the resources, and that is going to increase over time. Now it's not 5%, it's not yet that much, but the last 2 weeks it's going to be 100%, and I guess 80%, 50% is already going to be very significant. So we should use this remaining 4 days to enjoy the 5%. After that, it's going to really increase a lot. We have to probably start to be careful and really only fight very easy opposition, at least at a very easy computer opposition. When you're going to fight other players, I think this will be disastrous. I don't know if you can keep up with producing those ingredients to heal your troops fast. So that's really going to be a problem, I guess. And for me as a non-spender, going to be a big problem. For spenders, it's going to be a problem as well, but that just means probably they have to spend a lot more. So that's really, I don't find it so nice, and probably they felt that the way they had done it in previous season map, that all the wounded will automatically recover every 2 days and all the lost troops would automatically recover every week. Probably that didn't result in enough spending, so they changed this around. But it's really, I think quite going to be quite a bit of a problem later on in the event for many people. Now it's not so bad, but as you can see, it's still a waste that, you're going to this 5.6 thousand of this stone flower. It's still a waste to have to use that. And I didn't attack any other players. This is just from the computer opposition. So that's really a bit of a pity, I would say. Okay, what I said, I was going to look a bit more at the quest. So you have your main quest that is just ongoing. A lot is related to research, I have the feeling. Each level, when you complete all the tasks in a level, then you can you get quite a big bonus, so that's quite nice. They also come, at least the previous one and this one, come with an increase in the amount of mines you can occupy. That is just a nice little extra as well. So you get a lot of bonus, especially for taking castles. You get bonus as well. So this is quite nice, and as you progress and you want to do these things anyway, you just get some extra rewards. The dailies, most of them are not so hard. Occupying mines is a bit, if you're happy with your current mines, you can forget about it. You have to occupy some new mines. In the beginning, I think you're going to, and maybe that keeps on going during the game, that you're going to progress and be able to occupy higher level mines, so you're going to renew that anyway. But it might become a bit boring to do these kind of things every day. Just defeating a few stone puppets, that is the monsters on this map, is not a big issue. Acquiring this amount of stone flowers, also not an issue at all. Doing research, I now currently speed up a lot of research. If you really wait out the time, maybe 3 times is going to be hard, but I have a lot of research speed up. The military orders was kind of tough. So they do I see them here? They do build up automatically here over time, the military orders, but using them is a bit tougher. So once the castle battle is basically done, I think, when we occupy the castle, then a lot of monsters, while you are in this occupation period, there are a lot of monsters appearing in the castle area that you can hit, and for those you use up those military orders. I find it a bit of pity that they have these kind of quests, because that basically means you have a certain alliance, you have to take a castle, I think, or maybe some other event, some other action that triggers it. And as a player, you have to be online when that happens. Now, I happen to be online. I had missed the previous castles because, as many people, I'm not playing 24/7. So that's really, really a pity, I think. So why put in these quests that you cannot complete? Why don't you offer another way to do this? It is, not ideal, I would say, but that's the way they do it. But anyway, besides that one, all the other ones are of the dailies are quite easy to do. Weekly quest I haven't really focused on yet. The 4 logins, that was kind of funny because I had those on the first day, so you would expect you need to log in 4 different days, but it was just opening the game, closing the game, opening the game, closing the game. So I didn't do that intentionally, but I just, as I said, I don't play 24/7. Sometimes I close it and I open it again, and that just added up the 4 logins already. Acquiring these amount of stone flowers in a week shouldn't be an issue. The military merit, I think that you can also acquire in different ways with the castles at least. I don't think it should be too big of a problem. This one, Challenge Sacred Tree Antiquity, is also something you can do when you have occupied a castle. That can be initiated by the R5 or R4. We are currently in some cooldown, cannot do it yet. But that is, also something you have to be online for. So I guess normally once a week or twice a week, you have to do it twice, should be okay. The defeat 100 monsters is, the same thing that I just mentioned for the dailies, those monsters that appear once you have occupied a castle and before the occupation period ends, that you can do. And if you have, I had at that moment 40 of those military orders, and I guess while I was doing it, I got another one because it just adds over time, so I had 41, so that is should be okay, and hopefully I can do that 2 more times, and then I should get to 100, but it's not that big an issue. Actually, if you miss any of them, the rewards are not that huge, I would say. Defeating the stone puppets or stone puppeteers, I think that is not going to be that big of an issue in 1 week to do 30. So that's about the quest. I think the most interesting is the main quest to progress there. And for that, research plays quite a key role. So besides from the menu, you can also access it from your university. Yeah, there's a new submenu, research. Well, they're actually all in one way or another. They are important. Illusion Repeller is very important, and it's like a key thing. It's almost it's not that stats don't play a role. Of course, stats still play a role, but the difference in stats between a big spender and a medium spender and a low spender, that is kind of, maybe at most it makes, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I have the feeling that at most it matters like 1 illusion repeller level. You really need to keep researching that if you want to be able to go against the non-computer opposition, if you want to get higher levels. I don't know yet if it's going to be relevant against other players as well. No idea. We'll see about that. But it's a very key thing. And all the other ones in the beginning, I still haven't looked further. This one is not really interesting in my eyes, having another research queue. But because the resources, I think, are the bigger issue. But okay, you have to do it anyway to get further. And after that, you can look at the fantasy gem. That is the other resource that is currently not relevant for me yet. But these ones, the land manager, which allows you to be on more mines, the stoneflower storage, very important to increase the capacity, how long you keep producing, although the producing is going relatively slow compared to the large amount you get from completing certain quests or a whole set of level of quests. And the stoneflower finder is some extra production, also not really that interesting, but just a nice extra. And often, as I said, those main quests, you need to do some certain research to a certain level. So eventually, I think you have to do it anyway. So just doing it as you go along will help you with the production and will help you meet certain quests. Okay, we are just working our way. We have done a couple of castles. I think we will try to take this pristine pass later and then go to the next map. And you just have to keep, at least especially for the other castles, you big players have to keep improving, especially that that first research project, to be able to handle higher and higher and work their way towards the center, so that we have a good position when the fight against other kingdoms starts. Okay, well, that was it for this video. If you have any comments or any questions, that is always much appreciated, and thanks for watching this video.